Hi everyone, my name's Kim. I'm a member of the digital literacy team from the YRDSB, and I'm going to share an overview of Google Classroom with you right now. The first thing you need to do is find your Google Classroom. On a regular Google page or even in your Google Drive, you'll look for these 9 dots in the top right corner. It's called the App Launcher. We like to call it the waffle. Click on the waffle and look for that Google Classroom icon. Click on the icon and your app will open. This is the Google Classroom dashboard, and all of these boxes represent different classes that I'm a part of. You may or may not have as many as me. What you need to do when you get here is join your class. Your teacher may have given you a join code, and if you have that, click on this plus sign and then type your code in this box right over here. Once you do that, the button to my right that says join will turn blue. Click on it and you're in. If your teacher didn't give you a join code, it's probably because they've already invited you to your class. That means you'll see a box with a join button right on it, and all you have to do is click on that box and you're in. This is the class we're going to work with today. You'll see the title at the top. The teacher's name will be below it, and if you have any work that's almost due, you'll see that right below the title. To enter your class, click on the title of the class. This is the stream. Again, you see your title of the class on the banner, and right below that is a Google Meet link. You may or may not have this on your page. If you click on your link, you won't be able to get into your Meet unless your teacher's already there first. Down below, you're going to see announcements from your teacher. If you see something that looks like this, class comment, that means you have permission to leave a comment that your entire class will see. Now let's take a look at this class work page. This is where all of your class work and assignments will be posted. The first thing you'll see are topics that look like this. Every teacher organizes their classroom differently, so yours could look different than mine. Underneath each topic are your assignments. Pay special attention to the icons. For example, this one is dark green. That means I haven't finished this work yet. But if you see an icon that is grayed out, that means you're done. You've already turned it in. Let's go into this assignment. When I first click on it, I see some important information. I have the title right here. Over here, I'm going to see a due date. And below that, it will tell me whether it's assigned or if it's missing. If you haven't handed it in on time, that word will say missing and it will be in red. Down below, I have extra instructions from my teacher. I may or may not have a rubric that I can click on to see how I'm being assessed. And right below that, I see the actual file that I need to do my work in. I can also view more detail by clicking on View Assignment, and I do recommend that you do this. Once you're in the assignment, you see all of that same information, your due date, the title. You'll also see over here, if your assignment is out of anything, the marks will be on the left-hand side under your title. You have your rubric again that you can access. At the bottom down here, you have more class comments. Remember, everyone in your class can see that. The important part, though, is up here on the right. In this box that's called Your Work, that's where your teacher has your file that you need to do your work in. All you have to do is click on it. It'll open in a new tab in Chrome, and you can get right to work. Below that button, you have the option to add or create more files and attach them to this assignment. You can pull in something you've already started in your Google Drive. You can upload a file from your computer and create new files by clicking on one of these options. For example, I can click on Google Docs and it will add a new Google Doc to my assignment. It's going to open up right away and title it for me. It will create a title that has your full name at the start, followed by the title of the assignment. Try not to change this. It's really helpful for organization. Back in Google Classroom, When you're all finished, make sure you click Turn In so your teacher knows you're finished. Below that, you have the option to leave your teacher private comments. Private comments are great because only you and your teacher will see them. All you have to do is type it in this field and click Post. Let's talk about some organizational features that will help you stay on top of your work. When I come over here to the left-hand side, I see those 3 horizontal lines. We call them the pancakes. When you click on them, a bar opens from the left and you'll click on Classes or the Home button. That takes you right back to your class dashboard. On your dashboard, you have some organizational tools, a calendar and a to-do list. Let's start with the calendar. Your calendar will show you your schedule a week at a glance. It will have all of the assignments that are due before and after the date that you're on, and you can jump between weeks by clicking on these arrows. If you don't want to see all of your class information, you can filter it and just look at one class at a time. Once you get into this view, you can click on any of these assignment due dates, and your full assignment will open right away, so you can get to work. Back in those pancakes to our class dashboard, let's take a look at that to-do list in the corner. Your to-do list is organized in 3 pages. What's assigned to you, what might be missing, meaning you haven't finished it yet, and what's already done and potentially marked. What I really like about this view is that it organizes it for you based on time. I can see what I have to do right away this week, what's due next week for all my classes, and what's coming up later on. I really like this because it tells me what I have to start to work on right now. Back on that dashboard, I have another organizational tool. On the right corner of my class box, I have a clipboard. When I click on that clipboard, I get to a student view of only the work I have for this class. I can see all of my assignments, and on the right-hand side, if you look closely, I see extra information. I can see if an assignment has been marked. I can see what I got. If something's missing, it'll tell me that it's late. If I've turned in an assignment, it will tell me and whether or not I submitted it on time, and what I'm still working on. All the way over here, I also get some helpful information. I can see for this character sketch assignment that there are 2 private comments connected to this assignment between myself and my teacher, and there are 2 attachments for this assignment. When I click on it, it opens up. I can see the assignments that I have to work on and the private comments. I can even click on it right from here, and it will take me right back into the assignment so I can get to work. The final piece I want to show you is the notifications for Google Classroom. When you click on those pancakes and you go all the way down to the bottom, click on Settings or the gear. These are all your notification settings. You have to decide what you want notifications for. Do you want to get an email every time someone comments on one of your posts? If not, make sure the dial is off. If you want it, turn it on. There's no save button, it just works. I do recommend, especially for virtual school, that you keep this notification turned on, private comments on your work. This way, whenever your teacher gives you a comment on your work, you'll get an email notification. The last piece about this is per classroom notifications. When you click on this last option right here, I can decide if I want notifications for specific classes. So for example, this class right here, my DAWS classroom, I decided I don't need notifications for this class right now. But for my EVS classroom and my Civics 101, I do. And I can change these whenever I want. Back to my class dashboard. and I'm ready to start my school year. That's it for the overview. I hope you found it useful, and good luck with the school year.